Hey all, welcome to my channel. I am Karen Francis and today I need to upcycle some shirts that don't fit me anymore. I picked out a range of shirts and fabric to experiment, and I don't know how many I'm going to get to, but let's just say at least 2 and maybe 4. I'll showcase some of my favorite techniques and I'll also try some experimentation. So if you'd like to see that for inspiration or just for fun, why don't you come along and I'll show you what I'm gonna do. First up is a simple alteration. This blouse actually is too small, but not too small. So all I need to do here is give myself some room around the chest. And I also don't particularly like collars, so I'm going to take off the collar and maybe make a V-neck. And you can see how tight it is in the sleeves. That's okay because I'm going to cut the sleeves off, make the short sleeve, and use the leftover to add to the back to give myself some more room. All right, let's do it. Let's take a closer look at the shirt. I'm actually not going to do any modifications to the front except take off this collar, so I'll go ahead and unpick that. And I will also figure out where I want the sleeves to end and just cut off the rest of that. I'm thinking I just want a little cap sleeve because these were a bit too tight, and if I stop just right about there, that'll be perfect. For the back, so this one has a yoke, which could make this project a little tricky, or it could make it easier. Let me explain. So if the tightness around the top right here, if that's tight around the yoke part, then I am going to need to cut into the yoke. If not, all I have to do is unpick about 3 or 4 inches right here and go ahead and cut this down the middle and add the extra fabric right here. So I'm just going to start that. Halfway through unpicking this blouse, I have changed my mind. I realized I don't have a problem with tightness up here, which is a good thing. I think because I took the collar off, that helps with a bit of the fit. My biggest problem is in the hips. This is where I can use more space right on the side, not in the back. So what I'm going to do instead, thank goodness I didn't pick apart the back, I'm going to pick apart the sides from my waist down and add the sleeve right there. I had this other idea with the cuffs, and unfortunately I already took off one, but I thought it would be really cute if I kept the cuff on and used that bottom as the bottom of the shirt right there. I think I can still do that, so I'm going to play around with this. Another thing, never throw out your collars if you're doing this kind of stuff, because these can make some fun things, including straps or a tank top. So let me see if I can pick out the sides now. Guess what I did? I cut off both cuffs. And the reason is I had this really good idea as I was cutting up my shirt. Check this out. I put the slit in there. So now it is very comfortable and it closes really well, but I still have to deal with that slit. And this is how I'm gonna do it. All right, see here, that's the side seam I unpicked. So I have this gap, but I don't want to leave it that way. What I thought I could do is use the buttons, take the cuff, turn it like this. I'd have to cut it in half right here. And then what I'm going to do is sew one side here and the other side here, and then I can button up the shirt just like that. I thought that would be really cute. As far as the sleeves, they are still way too tight, so what I'm going to do is unpick from the bottom seam and add a little bit of extra fabric there. So I probably will only chop off about that much of the sleeve, and then I'll take this, add it there, and I should have a really cute blouse after I'm done. But first I have to pin up that collar. That's what I am gonna do now. This is what I'm gonna do with the neckline. So remember I cut off the collar. Well, this is the collar. I cut it in half, and how cute would that be if I just used the collar as a little V-neck collar instead. So what I'm gonna do is I'll just put bias tape or some extra fabric from the sleeves around here. Actually, I'm gonna cut all along here. You can see I've marked it. So I'm gonna cut all the way here and on this side as well. And then I will take the collar and just sew it in right there and trim out the back as well. So this is gonna be pretty cute, I think. This turned out really well. The best part is it's so comfortable. There is so much more fabric around here, but not a huge amount, so it doesn't look baggy. I especially like this collar. I hadn't tried this idea before, but I like adding it to the V-neck right here. It feels so much lighter than a stiff shirt collar. And I think I'm gonna try this again with the next version. The sleeves turned out perfect. They are no longer tight. I put in that extra fabric right here and it really made them fit much better. And I have to say, the cuff added here, I think that's a really cute accent, and this is what made the shirt fit me so much better. Just adding that cuff gave me another inch on each side so that I feel really comfortable wearing this. I hope I've given you some ideas, but on to the next one. This time I'm going to use this extra large shirt and see what I can do with it. Let's get down to the table and I'll show you my ideas. It's amazing how different sizes are with shirts. This is an XL. I would normally fit into an XL or maybe an XXL, but check this out. A huge amount of space here, and I really like this fabric, so I want to fix this shirt as well. This time what I'm going to do is I'm going to use another shirt. I have this Dan Skin stretch, it's a workout shirt, but it's got a lot of stretch in it, and that's exactly what I was looking for, because what I'm going to do is I am going to slit open the sides of this shirt and put in some stretch material. So I still will have a nicely shaped shirt, but I'll actually get it to fit with the stretches on the side. That's my idea. I have tried this idea before, so I'm pretty sure it's gonna work. So the first thing I'm gonna do is unpick the sides and see how that goes. This upcycle went really quick, and I think that's because I only had to unpick the sides and the sides weren't serged. That's key. Serging can be a little hard to pick apart, but still not impossible. Also, the other thing I did is lop off the collar. I'm getting so good at that didn't take much time at all. But look, what do you think? I did it a little different this time because the collar wasn't as long as the last version, so I didn't overlap it right here. I kept that button right there, and I'm left with a super comfortable, roomy shirt that now fits me really well. I will definitely wear this one again, and that is because this subtle blue stretch from that Dan Skin workout shirt really just helped make this shirt much better. And I actually like the blue underneath. So I think that wraps it up for today. Which was your favorite? Did you like this one or the other one? I'm having trouble picking a favorite of my own. I think they will both definitely get a lot of wear, and maybe I'll make a decision in the future. But for now, that's all I have. And I had so much fun doing that upcycle that I dug out 3 more shirts that I want to try for my next video. So if you like this one and you want to see what I can do with these, why don't you subscribe and stick around for the next video. Thanks.